Good morning. To be walking the 5K route here. I apologize that it is a bit bumpy of a walk, but I am excited to be out here. I'm expecting to be out here for about 15 minutes or so. My goal is to walk this at about a 17-minute, 18-second pace. So we're going to see how that goes, but I am about to head to where the starting area is, and we're going to go through at least one loop, which will be 3 miles. I might do a second one, or I might do it in reverse, or I might hop back on later to do that as well. So right now we're over by field 2. There is the running clubhouse. There's bathrooms over there, baseball fields over there, and then we're just right behind the tennis courts and also a playground. And so the race actually starts over there, but just so I'm not walking back and forth, I'm going to go around this way. And my story, I am a disabled athlete that is going to be walking the Chicago Marathon. So I'm doing a lot of marathon training in the interim. But because of my disability, I cannot run it. So I am training 5 days a week walking. So today we're going to see how close I get to that 17-minute, 18-second pace, which is what I need as a disabled athlete to complete the Chicago Marathon. So this is about where the starting point is for that race. So just for some perspective, we are just behind the tennis courts at Eisenhower Park. And we're going to start. So over there are bathrooms, baseball field, clubhouse. This loop is called the Banana Loop. So we're actually going to be going back and forth on it a bit. But surprisingly, it's not as boring as you would think. And feel free to drop any questions in the chat box as well. And as we're walking, I'll try and point out other points of interest just so you have a lay of the land. So over here is where, when they do races, they use that as a bit of like a storage facility. Over here, hi. There's 2 memorial benches. In particular, this one is for Terry Bisogno, who was one of the most well-known race announcers on Long Island. And then so when we get to this part of the road, we're just going to stay to the right, and we're going to keep on going straight for a while. Hi. And so if you are doing this loop, right there is bathrooms. Again, for perspective, we've got baseball field over here, baseball fields over there. The road to the side is Hempstead Turnpike. And the best parking field to access this is field 2. Hi. And thanks so much for hopping in and joining me on this walk. My story is I am training for the Chicago Marathon. I'm a disabled athlete because I'm unable to run due to a traumatic ankle injury. So I walk 5 days a week, and I'm going to get done. I'm going to reach the Chicago Marathon finish line. It's just not going to be a pretty experience, but I'm excited to show you guys where I'm training and give you a bit of the lay of the land and answer any questions you might have as well. So also in Eisenhower, they've got these picnic areas, but we're just going to keep on going straight. So this is what's called the Banana Loop, and we're going to go all the way to the end, all the way back, and then we start going a different direction. If you have any questions, marathon training, Eisenhower Park, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm excited to answer stuff while I am doing this walk. I'm currently a little bit slower than my marathon pace. I should be about 10 seconds faster than this. But it should be a overall comfortable walk. And again, I apologize for the bumpiness. However, as a disabled athlete, walking is still a bit of a challenge for me. So sometimes when I'm looking to extend my path, instead of just doing the 5K, I'll actually go down that way and around. But I want to show you guys what this 5K course looks like. So down in the distance, it's a little hard to see just yet, but they have a truck for the New York Islanders because the Islanders practice facility is that blue and red building right over there. And thank you guys so much for hopping in and joining me on my marathon training walk. If you're just hopping in now, my quick 30-second story is I'm a disabled athlete who is training for the Chicago Marathon. Hoping to do it in about 7.5 hours, which is a 17-minute, 18-second pace. Sounds easy, but with a bad ankle, it's going to be a challenge. So I'm out here 5 days a week training, and today I am showing off the Eisenhower Park 5K route. Right now, we're on what's called the banana loop, which is we're going to go one direction, then we come back, and then we go back, and then we explore more of the park. But so we're just going to keep on heading this way for now. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as well. I'm currently 0.4 miles in, and I'm going to be out here for about 3 hours going back and forth and back and forth over many different loops. So there's that Islanders truck I was talking about earlier. And they do have some exercise equipment throughout the parks. So right here is an example. But when we get down here, we're going to make this first turn as if we were going up that pathway. That's not where we're going to go right now. We will come down that pathway in about 40 minutes or so. Right now, we're completing this first little bend on the banana loop. So we've got Islanders practice facility over there and baseball fields over this way. And we're just going exactly where we just came from, just the other side of the road. By the time we finish the first loop on the banana loop, it's about almost a mile. So right now we're 0.47 miles in. So I got some more of the fit station right over here. There's also plenty of parking, not just because I'm here at 6:30 a.m., but this is an additional parking fields. Typically, I recommend to do this 5K course to park in Park Field number 2, which is just as you turn in from Hempstead Turnpike. And I'm going to put up a poll. I'm curious if you've run a marathon before, or have you walked one, or if you've done one.